It's my pleasure to introduce our third speaker of the afternoon session, Professor Iwasawa, and he's from the University of Electrocommunications Innovation Research Center for Fuel Cells and the Department of Engineering Science in Tokyo. And he has been a professor at the University of Tokyo since 1984. And he has served as the Dean of the School of Science from 2005 to 2007. He has received many awards, including the Japanese IBM Science Award, multiple Catalysis Science and Surface Science Society Awards in Japan, and the Distinguished Medal with Purple Ribbons Award. It is my pleasure to introduce Professor Iwasawa.
Thank you very much.
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to read it.
First of all, First of all, I'd like to say congratulations, Bert, for the great honor for you and your tremendous achievements. It's my pleasure and delighted to be here to celebrate the Bert Award together with you. My talk includes three issues. The first one is direct phenol synthesis from benzene with oxygen regulated by ammonia, mainly focusing on platinum beta zeolites, and then methane steam reforming on nickel, ordered selenium zirconium mixed oxide, that is a solid solution with oxygen storage capacity function. Then finally, I'd like to introduce a new technique, microzaps, that is a nanobeam for single catalyst structure. The phenol is produced by so-called cumin process, where benzene is alkylated with the propane to form cumin. Cumin is oxidized with the molecular oxygen to form the explosive cumin hydroperoxide. It is decomposed with sulfuric acid to phenol, but beside the phenol, a lot of acetone produced by this reaction mechanism. So the ideal process is direct phenol synthesis from benzene with molecular oxygen with high selectivity. There are no reports over the past 40 years in which both larger than 5% conversion and larger than 50% selectivity simultaneously for one-pass gas-phase phenol synthesis are being achieved. So we reported 2006 the rhenium ZSM5, which showed the conversion 5.8% simultaneously phenol selectivity was 82.4%. This rhenium ZSM5 catalyst was prepared by chemical vapor deposition of methyl trioxoranium into the pore of ZSM5, followed by ammonia treatment to form rhenium 10 cluster with two nitrogen interstitial positions at the center of octahedral framework, which structure was proposed by the experimental data and by DFT calculations. On this catalyst strength, benzene to oxygen doesn't react, no phenol production, but in the presence of ammonia, benzene is selectively oxidized with molecular oxygen to phenol. So, to examine the mechanism on the molecular scale, we use energy dispersive zaps. Energy dispersive zaps like this. This is a real-time zaps technique to measure the in situ under the reaction condition during the course of the benzene to phenol or phenol to the decomposition somewhere or the decomposition of the catalyst itself. By the several technical data and with the aid of DFT calculations, we concluded this was active structures then catalyze the benzene to phenol with molecular oxygen. Benzene is converted to phenol with molecular oxygen on this catalyst. But unfortunately, during the catalytic reaction, bending to phenol with excess oxygen, this was decomposed monomer, which is active, completely inactive. So the inactive monomers can be converted back to the original active species efficiently with ammonia. So ammonia for existence is indispensable for the steady state reaction condition. And furthermore, that is a dynamic phenomenon, the active structure, inactive structure, active structure. But furthermore, the radium 4s XPS show the monomers, radium active clusters, monomers. So the monomer cluster, monomer cluster, monomer cluster. So dynamically changed. But the intensity, please show here, intensity of this monomer is lower, much lower than the cluster. The cluster intensity is very strong. So XPS is surface sensitive technique. So this means the monomers are distributed in the bulk of the whole region of the GSM5 particles. But radium cluster, active cluster, created from monomers under the reaction conditions, the clusters located coming close to the surface from the whole bulk area. Then decompose to monomers, so distribute to the bulk through the pores. And 27 aluminum solid state mass NMR, which is the monomer cluster to monomer cluster, so change. So dynamic event. So we changed the zeolite from GSM5 to beta zeolite. So we recently found the platinum beta catalyst that is tremendously good. The benzene reaction rate plotted against the time constraint and the selectivity to form phenol ranges 80 to 90% or a little more higher than 90%. On the platinum beta catalyst, the benzene is oxidized with the molecular oxygen very easily to carbon dioxide mainly at this reaction rate. So the phenol selectivity is very small, negligible, 0.7%. And the ammonia is also the combusted, oxidized to nitrogen and water. But in the three-component reaction system, benzene plus oxygen plus ammonia, the combustion suppressed remarkably, and ammonia decomposition decreased. Then phenol selectivity remarkably increased from 0.7% to 78.3%. So the benzene oxygen easily occurred on this platinum beta catalyst to form carbon dioxide, negligible phenol selectivity. Ammonia combustion decomposition also easily occurred to nitrogen and water, of course no phenol. But in the three component, benzene, oxygen, ammonia, are converted selectively to phenol. This level is 2.5% conversion on 0.2 gram catalyst we used in this case. So the increasing catalyst weight conversion should be increased. If the ammonia oxygens are replaced by nitrogen oxide, N2O, but negligible amount, very small amount phenol selectivity. And also the hydrogen oxygen, replacing ammonia oxygen, the hydrogen oxygen benzene reactions, no phenol production. And platinum beta catalyst was pre-treated in oxygen flow for 30 minutes at 73 Kelvin. By increasing the pre-treatment temperatures from 773 to 873 and 973 Kelvin for 30 minutes, increasing with the selectivity up to the 94% selectivity for phenol production, with decreasing the reaction rate altitude. Uranium beta zeolite, the not so active, and selectivity around 30%. Changing to the ZSM5 catalyst, also the platinum rhenium, in this case the platinum will modified by rhenium. Platinum itself around 30% selectivity, and rhenium ZSM5 showed 35.7%, not so good. But platinum rhenium bimetal system selectivity increased to the 60%, and by decreasing the platinum loading to 1%, these cases were 2.8% for platinum loading. But by decreasing platinum loading to 1% the selectivity for phenol 83%. So this level was a 13% conversion of 1 gram catalyst. But if these processes are commercialized, there is a big problem. That is ammonia consumption. A lot of ammonia consumed during the phenol selective production. Therefore, we found how to suppress, how to decrease the consumption of ammonia. We found new alternating processes for the phenol product formation. That is two stages. The first step is treatment with benzene, oxygen, ammonia reaction mixture at much lower temperature than the reaction temperature previously showed listed in the table for 1 hour. Then at 513 Kelvin, switch to benzene water flow without ammonia, without oxygen. You can see the phenol was produced at the 6% conversion level, but decreased over the reaction time. Then after that, treated again, that's similar to same as benzene, oxygen, ammonia conditions at 553 Kelvin for 1 hour, recovery here. Then repeated again without catalyst deactivation. By increasing the pre-treatment temperature from 453 Kelvin here to 493 Kelvin, the conversion increased up to the 10% level, but the reaction, benzene water flows the same at 513 Kelvin. And this result means the phenol may have been produced during treatment at lower temperatures with benzene, oxygen, ammonia mixture. In this process, benzene water doesn't react to each other. So that this mixture at this temperature promoted the phenol produced before this process. That's the first step with treatment. This is a list of the amount of nitrogen and carbon dioxide produced at the first step pre-treatment for 1 hour at 553 Kelvin. Then benzene water flowed after that at 513 Kelvin. No formation of nitrogen, no formation of carbon dioxide, not detected by gas chromatograph level analysis, and a lot of phenol produced by benzene water flow. But without water, only benzene flowed the negligible amount of phenol. Without benzene, only the water flowed about half, 30 millimole phenol produced. So which indicates the water, mainly water promotes phenol desorption. And phenol selectivity is close to the 100% because no carbon dioxide and nitrogen no consumption nearly the zero level. So this is scanning TN, bright field and dark field for the scanning TN. You can see the 4-channel architecture here, shown by these yellow lines, and there are bright dots distributed inside the 4 channels, indicating the size of these individual platinum particles are 5 angstrom. So that is the clusters distributed inside the pores. So this is a reaction path calculated by DMOL version 4.31 and basis set DNP per TW91 and all electrons are relativistic. And platinum octahedral framework was assumed because the exact says the coordination number of platinum was around 4, which indicates the octahedral framework. The scanning TM indicates the size of the platinum clusters around 5 angstrom. So that we assumed platinum 6 octahedral framework. Then ammonia molecule, oxygen, benzene, pi bonded, and ammonium ions are located, distributed near the inside near the cluster inside the pores of the zeolites. Oxygen is easily dissociated. One of the 2 oxygens attacked the carbon of the benzene to form platinum oxygen carbon direct bonding as intermediate through the transition state. Then hydrogen migrate on the oxygen atom to phenol, still coordinated to the octahedral platinum framework as a pi bonding through the high energy level transition state. In summary, there are 2 possible reaction paths for the phenol synthesis. The first one is a steady state by 1, with the benzene, oxygen, ammonia steady state directly converted to phenol production through 2 intermediate with this selectivity. And another one is alternating process. That means first one is a 2-1 process with benzene, oxygen, ammonia reaction to form intermediate. Then switch to 2-2 step, benzene water flow to the surface of the catalyst. Then phenol production possible with a little higher selectivity than that. So next, the methane steam reforming. The Toyota company discovered high oxygen storage capacity, that is a solid solution cerium zirconium mixed oxide, showing these structures, pyrochloa type cerium to zirconium to O7. O7 phase pyrochloa with many oxygen vacancies. The oxygen storage, oxygen absorbed into this bulk, then this structure is transformed to cerium zirconium oxygen 8 phase, that is solid solution with regular arrangement of zirconium ions and cerium ions, that is the fluoride type structure. Then the oxygen released, the structure comes back to the original pyrochloa type structure. The cerium and zirconium or their mixture and supported with the nickel oxide and the nickel oxide, cerium oxide, zirconium oxide, the mixed oxide, all no active for the methane steam reforming. But the nickel supported on cerium zirconium oxygen solid solution with a regular arrangement of these cerium zirconium ions, very active for methane conversion and water conversion and carbon monoxide selectivity and hydrogen selectivity. Increasing the reaction temperature, these data at 923 Kelvin, by increasing the 973 Kelvin, methane conversion 94, water 96, 98 CO conversion, 96 hydrogen conversion, they are good. We found that this continuous property of methane reforming on this catalyst from 7-phase, that is the nickel particles supported on cerium, zirconium, oxygen 7-phase with pyrochlorous structure, the conversion near 100%, but nickel oxide, cerium, zirconium, oxygen phase, 8-phase with fluoride structures, almost nothing, no activity. And this missing here. We can change the oxygen composition from O7 phase to O8 phase. So this is the 7.2 and the 7.8, 7.6, 7.8. Changing the oxygen composition of this cerium zirconium ordered structures. So the activity is very high, and suddenly drop to zero, completely zero. So that is this continuous property like phase transition. This is similar. From the oxygen composition was changed. This is the oxygen X composition changed from 7 from the left-hand side to right-hand side by oxidation control. And also this, from 8 phase to the change of X change decreased to 7 by reduction of this 8 phase with hydrogen. But both are same. So this is the cerium L3H Zane spectra and the nickel K8 Zane spectra for the O7 phase. This is the active phase, and O8 phase, this is the inactive phase, and both the cerium L3 and the nickel K8. If we see the cerium side, the cerium zirconium O7, this one, and after the methane reforming dotted line, the completely the same, so no change. If we see the 7.8 X position, that is the solid line, after the methane reforming, that is the dotted line, come back to the active phase. And 7.6 phase, that's the solid line. And this is 7.4, the solid line, but that was prepared from the 7. So that is solid line and the dotted line completely the same, overlap. That means no change, because, and also this is no change. This is similar to each other. And for the nickel K8, nickel active phase, the nickel metal, and inactive phase, the nickel oxide. If we see the 7.4, this case is the solid line after the preparation, fresh catalyst, and the dotted line after the steady state methane deforming. So this dotted line is very close to the almost the same as the nickel. So after the methane deforming, so this phase, 7.4 phase, became to the O7 phase and the nickel phase both. And the 7, for example, that is the 7.6 phase, that is this intermediate, this and this intermediate, because 7.6, this is 8, this is 7. But after the methane deforming, dotted lines, the dotted line is similar to that. So nickel, the intermediate nickel cations became the nickel completely oxide 2+, and the cerium zirconium side remained unchanged. And similarly to the Zane data, XRD data indicates the similar conclusion. Nickel, cerium, zirconium, oxygen 7 phase, active phase, no change before and after the methane deforming. And the nickel oxide and the copper phase, that is the fluoride structures, same before and after, because this is inactive. And 7.8 to 7.8 both from 8 and prepared from 7 and 7.8 phase prepared by 7. For the catalyst with the 7.8 oxygen composition, the first the black line, but after the methane deforming, this is back to the red one, that is completely the same. And this is also the back to this is the same. And so the below the 7.5 oxygen compositions, these XRD patterns came back to the most active phases. But 7.8, above the 7.5 phase, no change. So if the X composition below the 7.5, the methane reduction is more favorable than the H2O oxidation. So that means the rate by the methane reduction of this catalyst is higher than the rate constant of the water oxidation. So therefore the nickel oxide, or partly oxide, then became back to the nickel during the reaction condition, in situ reaction condition, and also the OX below 7.4 or 7.5, like 7.4 or 7.2, came back to the pyroxene or 7. That is, and above the 7.8, with the oxygen composition, the nickel, partially oxidized nickel, became the nickel oxide, like that. And this remained unchanged. So that is the reason why the discontinuous property occurred. So the final topic is this. We reported the first structure analysis of a single particle of real catalyst by specially resolved microgas by using a 2 nano-beam mirror, focusing on the sample here, and detected by CCD, solid detector, galvanium detector. For the nickel, cerium, zirconium, pyrochrome, and nickel oxide, cerium, zirconium, oxygen, 8 inactive phase. We imaged by XRF, by using nano-beam X-ray from the synchrotron radiation, so that we judged this is one single particle. Then we measure the depth. This is the zenith for the active species, active catalyst, and inactive catalyst. We can discriminate each other very clearly. This is also the first example analysis of a single catalyst particle. Usually, by using exas and ZAS, we measured lots of huge amounts of particles and averaged the information ranging from the smaller particle size to the larger particle size. But in this, the particular technique, we can measure only single molecule, single particle of catalyst particle. This is a typical exas oscillation and Fourier transform for these averaged the usual exas. This is a single catalyst particle exas oscillation and Fourier transform. Little noise, but enough for the analysis to decide the nickel oxide, nickel oxygen bonding at the distance, and coordination number, and the nickel-nickel bond distance and coordination number. So I talked about the three different kinds of issues, but all are so that we need a more active catalyst and more durability catalyst, and to examine the key issues for the improvement, we want to know the real the direct information of a single catalyst particle by fully developed the microbeam ZAS technique. I acknowledge that my former postdoc student and my colleagues and the Toyota and the Mitsui companies and supported by this governmental grant. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much for our presentation. We are just about out of time, so we have time for one question. Yes.
So, about the rhenium catalyst that you were talking about initially. So I understand the endpoints. If you completely oxidize it, it goes into the when you reduce it and it's active, it's rhenium. But on average, it must be the cluster in the presence of ammonia. Otherwise, the transport would just totally there'd be no activity, right? So, in situ, maybe you showed it. I didn't see it. Is the average structure under steady-state reaction the cluster?
Yes.
Yeah.
This case, platinum. Platinum is about 55% steady state the metallic, and some coordinated the steady state. Always cross inside the pores. With increasing the temperature or depending on severely conditions, the growing started to come out to the surface. That is the starting.
Well, Professor Iwasawa will be at dinner tonight, so if there are questions, I'm sure you will be happy to answer questions. Thank Professor Iwasawa. And we'll convene back here.